This Good Morning Northwest Morning Spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday with the morning sprint. Mark Peterson has a sunny start to your work week, and Destiny Richards is live in downtown Spokane with 2 new restaurants opening up at Crescent Court. But first, Olivia Roberts with the latest on a plane crash in North Idaho.
Well, Sunup Bay boat launch will be closed this morning while officials in North Idaho investigate this crash. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says 2 planes collided in midair between Powderhorn and Black Bays around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Initial reports say 8 people were involved in this crash. Officials are working to confirm that right now. As of this morning, they believe no one survived.
The planes are about 120 to 130 feet of water, and we're working on sonar and dive operations as we speak. But at this point, we've gone to from rescue to a recovery mode.
Kootenai County Sheriff's Office says the FAA and the NTSB will be on scene to investigate this morning. We're told this investigation could take anywhere from 5 to 10 days. We'll be sure to update you when we learn more.
Rescue workers in Japan are searching for survivors in a flash flood. Record rainfall has hit the southern island of Kyushu. Local officials say about 18 people have died so far, 14 are missing. A heavy rain warning remains in place and more flooding is expected there. Firefighters still working to put out a 70-acre fire near Spirit Lake. Crews expected it to be contained by now, but hot spots continue flaring up. No homes have been impacted. Idaho Department of Land told us 2 fire engines stayed through the night trying to contain it. More than 40 firefighters from Nez Perce and Clearwater National Forests are returning this morning. Spirit Lake is closed off as they try to contain it.
More hot, dry weather today. The good part about the first alert weather is there's not a lot of wind to speak of today. We're going to continue to have a fairly clear sky. There's just a snapshot, and we don't have any cloud cover around our area. Today, temperatures warm, about average actually for this time of year. Pullman 81, Deer Park 82, Spokane, you're right in there. Look for near 90 from Moses Lake, Omak to Wenatchee.
Now to the latest coronavirus information impacting our community this morning. Spokane County set another record, nearly 100 more people testing positive for COVID-19 over the weekend. The health district says the rise in cases comes from increased testing, contact tracing, and community spread. 17 people are being treated in the hospital right now for the virus. There hasn't been a COVID-related death, though, in Spokane since last Sunday. In North Idaho, more than 420 people have tested positive for COVID-19. 421 people now in Kootenai County have tested positive. Health officials say COVID-19 testing is still lacking in North Idaho. The border between Victoria and New South Wales and Australia will close tomorrow. The move comes amid a spike in cases in Melbourne. 127 new cases were reported in Victoria Sunday. Officials have also locked down several public housing towers, not allowing residents to leave. Any travelers returning from Melbourne or the state of Victoria to New South Wales will have to self-isolate for 14 days or face heavy penalties and fines. Australia's death toll is at 106. After more than 3 months, the Louvre Museum in Paris has reopened to the public. The Louvre, along with many other similar venues, have been closed in an attempt to avoid the spread of COVID-19. But as restrictions begin to ease, guests can finally experience the Louvre's offering once again. The Dalai Lama is marking his 85th birthday by releasing his first ever album. The Tibetan spiritual leader, who celebrates the milestone today, hopes Inner World, an album of mantras and Buddhist teachings, will provide some tranquility amid the chaos. In a statement, the Dalai Lama said, "The very purpose of my life is to serve as much as I can. Music can help people in a way that I can't."
2 new restaurants are opening up here in downtown Spokane in the Crescent Court building. We've got Tio's Taqueria, which opens today at 10:30. Their menu is inspired by Mexican cuisine. And Spokane, which opens in August, they are featuring different types of sandwiches from around the world. Again, Tio's Taqueria is the first restaurant to open at 10:30 a.m. today. And details on both restaurants can be found right now on KXLY.com.
A few traffic alerts to tell you about this morning as you plan your week ahead. If you're in Hilliard, expect some delays near Market Street. Crews will be working in the area of Market at Rowan. It'll close today there. A detour will be in place. And if you're headed downtown, Riverside will be closed between Wall and Post today. You might want to give yourself a little extra time if you're in that area. Coming up next on Good Morning America, Major League Baseball is warming up for the start of the season, but there are mounting concerns as to whether the sport is ready for the first pitch in the midst of a global pandemic. For some high-profile players, new safety measures don't go far enough. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast after a quick break.